I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Finish. Did you finish before? Okay, morning. We are all present today. It is March 5th. And the board minutes for February 27th.
No, move to accept, Kelly.
I second it.
Is there any public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It will go into correspondence. So the first one is an email from the National Prevention Science Coalition. And it's building infrastructure to implement programs that promote healthy development and prevent behavioral and mental health problems in our youth. It says where we can learn more and what website to go on. Any comment on that? No comment. Okay, our next one is from Granite County Justice Court. And it's their end of period disbursement detail for February. And the report total is $3,730. Question is obvious. Okay, so this is from the Department of Administration, and it is an email, and it's to let us know that the annual financial report for Granite County for 6/30/2023 has been received. Yay.
Good.
The next one is from Burke, and it is the ODSP Corrective Response Plan and Schedule for Flint Creek Project. And it's a letter to acknowledge that our January 2nd, 2024 letter transmitting a response to our April 26th, 2023 letter, Corrective Response Plan and Schedule for Flint Creek Project. We have reviewed the information and provided and have no comments. Any discussion on that? Okay, so the next one is from Montana State University, the extension, dear local governments and communities and partners. And it's a thank you for allowing MSU Extension Local Government Center to serve Montana counties and municipalities as your educational co-pilot over the last 39 years. So it's informational.
Oh, okay.
On the extension.
Wow, but yeah, I will.
Comment? Thank you, extension. Thank you, MSU. The next one is an email from Alex Durhan, policy advisor. And it's please find attached an invitation to the Montana Department of Justice's anti-human trafficking synopsiism to be held in Bozeman on Thursday, April 18th. We hope you or a member of your staff will be able to attend. Invitation.
Like Scott here too.
Yeah, I would think that he's received one and would plan to attend as our person from Granite County. Okay, this next one is an email from Mackenzie Holtron, Partnership Development Manager for the National Fitness Program. And it's to Scott, I don't know. It sent you an email a few days ago regarding the fitness court campaign and direct invitation to join cities and towns across the state that are enhancing parks, open spaces while making health and wellness a priority. And it's an invitation to discuss strategic initiatives in our community.
No comment.
No comment. And that's it for correspondence. Is there any public comment on correspondence? Seems none, we'll go right into public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. Is there any public comment? See, we have just two participants. One is Amelia from the newspaper, and the other one is an FMGO. Don't know who that is.
Selena.
So, any public comment? There's no one in the office, so out there in Zoom land. Morning, Blaine.
Morning, how's it going here?
Good, how are you?
Good. The winter out there.
Blaine.
Well, treasurer got sworn in. We're fully staffed around here.
Oh, that's exciting.
Walk down.
She filed.
Okay, she the only one or?
Yeah, I think so far, as of last week, I asked, and I think we only have two.
Have you made it
Filers.
official yet, or?
What?
Filing or not filing? Or are you gonna wait till after the eleventh? You're not filing?
Retiring. Congratulations on your retirement.
Does that mean we get to have another party? We get
Yeah.
to have a retirement party?
Yep. Cake,
Well, I'm not retiring right now.
yeah.
But I
you
think
do
we get
cake.
to have
Can't
cake.
go without January.
Yeah, you got another long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got, it's March, just starting, so you have 10 months.
I had,
When's the end of the filing? When's the end of it?
The
coming
11th,
up too soon.
so that would be next Monday.
So the lady running for Senate had dropped a deal off to me yesterday, Beard. Is she running against Vermeer or?
I don't know, I haven't heard of her.
Yeah,
Is she
Beard.
in our-
Yeah, she dropped a pamphlet off. I wasn't there, but.
Oh.
Can't think of her first
Where
name.
they, did all that
Yeah,
redistricting. So, yeah, maybe she is,
or. You think all of Granite County would be in the same Senate district, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to, yeah,
Yep.
figure that out. Public comment?
Ooh, I won a Blackstone griddle.
Wow,
Nice.
that's cool.
That's, yeah, like the
Yeah,
big one?
Yeah.
Oh, those are great.
yeah,
Okay.
Flat top.
they had, they call it a pool party, and so when you got your registration, you got the little card in there. And so it was the last item, and I wasn't expecting anything, and then they called my name, and naturally I didn't hear them.
Someone else trying to come get it?
So, no, so they came up and told me, and I'm going, how the heck am I gonna get that? And then, so two gals helped me pull a suitcase gurney thing and load it on there and take it out to the car and load it in the car.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's pretty nice.
Awesome.
Ah.
Everybody was jealous because it was a big prize.
Pretty damn nice.
I thought, wow, that's worth going.
Yeah, good lucky day.
Propane thing or something?
Hmm?
Is it propane or?
Yeah,
They're nice.
Yeah,
A couple.
yeah.
it was-
Really.
I never heard of them before.
Yeah,
And
it's,
everybody's going, that's nice. And then one gal went up there and I said, that's mine. I
Don't
was just
touch
thinking which
it.
county had won it.
How's the car run?
Good. And it was horrible. After I left Helena, the roads were so horrible.
Oh,
And
bad.
it was blizzarding so bad. And the slush.
Those traverses do great on the snow, I
And
think.
it handled.
I was just kind of wondering after the wreck and that if everything seems. to be
Yeah, it seemed to
okay.
handle okay. I didn't venture out into because the passing side wasn't even plowed.
I
So,
heard they're good cars. I was just kind of curious after the wreck if everything's fixed.
so was
No
the
shimmy?
front end kind of messed up a little bit?
Quite a bit, 10,000.
Front driver's engine.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
No, it drove okay. So I had to give it a bath. Because it was so covered in slush and mud.
It's got good snow tires on it too.
It has
Yeah,
studded snow
Yeah.
tires, so yeah. Any public comment? Okay, being none, our next agenda item is weekly report with Road and Bridge Superintendent Paul. He is not with us today. He is ill. And so what's on the agenda is the fuel tax maps, and I think there's not gonna be really any change. Have you?
I guess if you want, I'd make a motion to accept them as is. Move on with it, just to get it, we have to have it in by the 15th, but I looked at it, Paul did look at it with Billy, so I did.
Yeah, I read the.
We ought to
correspondence.
spread it out here and look at it again.
Hmm?
Spread it out. and look at it.
Okay. Did you see something in it that?
No, not really.
Okay, right now, we're spreading out the maps. Sorry, Zoom people.
And this
Any
has-
changes?
This has the different types of roads, so, if it's a gravel road, if it's a dirt road.
Yeah, it shows you the whole,
But these
what,
are the local roads.
You got
So,
Browns Gulch, Algonquin Tower and
but, like, if you look up here. Like, I wanted to look at it in a way.
yeah,
And
you're good.
then,
Susie's holding up the fort up there.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
She's
Down with their cold.
that's good. Oh, I forgot to ask her trip.
Hmm?
Forgot to ask her trip.
Really.
there's a lot of these, and then if you look around. The Phillipsburg area,
Snowy.
a lot of.
Yeah. Had no.
Some of these. Most things around now. I wanna say coming off of here in the. Subdivision. Or maybe not. And around, we were comparing them to the maps on the wall.
So what about those new roads up in the Amway? I mean, they're not, they're private type roads. But still. It's kind of like an association road.
yeah, if we start, I don't know,
I mean, if they're gonna build up there, it's still,
The roads generally used by the public. Have to look at the definition there.
Well. Like the association roads, I mean, it's not really public road, but. Yeah, our public roads, people, yeah, so on there, anybody else.
Oh, does it define it? In the letter.
Anyway, so there's all kinds of new roads up there. Maybe that 32 miles that gave us.
well, I guess we're, like you said last week, we start getting into that, and we're into the, they start building up in there, they'll have their home, and all that.
Yeah, it says open to the general public. Restrictions include primitive trails, driveway to a single residence, field access roads, parking lots, restricted gates,
But
or
it's-
marking.
And then that one part where it says not maintained. I don't know, I. Start looking into all them.
So the roads are there now, and UPS drives on them,
Yeah,
and you're
UPS, propane guy.
thinking we should be getting gas tax for them.
I don't think historically we've done subdivision.
I don't think
Roads.
so, but it's, well, I mean, it's, I guess the guys have to really look in, but then we. We
Why
never,
wouldn't you? If other people could use that road, if it's not gated. I think it's gated, you can't do it.
I don't think it's so much about it being gated, it was the access in the,
I can call them if you'd like, or we can right now.
So we have to have this in by the 15th. What's your opinion, Blaine?
Historically, we haven't done subdivision roads, but I could call them right now and somebody call with, and then come back and report.
Well, if we start doing subdivision roads, then what's gonna happen with all the other subdivision roads?
We gotta go back those,
Yeah,
Well, they're counted now.
not all of them.
Oh,
Is that a county road we're
Like-
talking about?
I mean, there's stuff there down the road, I'm staying away from. I mean, we can, I mean. I
Like
just think
Ed-
that-
Edwards track, is that on there?
So explain to me, the fuel tax is for county roads. Is that,
Not county roads, but it says road available for public use except during periods of extreme weather. Passable by a two-wheel drive passenger car and open to the general public. Restrictions include primitive trails, a driveway to single residence, field access roads, parking lots, restricted gates, orange markings on posts or no trespassing signs. So that is a little vague on the subdivision.
my opinion is that, okay, I see where you're coming from, Chuck. But I think right now, for this year anyway, I think we need to go ahead and accept these because of the time frame, and then start looking into it before the next maps come out. If you feel that we need
I mean,
to,
I don't care. Keep bringing this up.
what do you
Yeah,
think?
I agree, I just think that, maybe this summer, the guy could start looking at these roads a little better and see, but there's some restriction they told us once before. Blaine, remember when they called before, and we asked
Yeah.
about some of them, and then we end up losing. Because when you start looking and say, well, no, this isn't it, and, I mean, I'm not saying.
Well,
that.
some of the Forest Service roads are gated. We
Mm.
lost on that.
Yeah, that's the thing, I don't know,
I think we have looked into it before. But I'm willing to double check here.
I understand what you're saying now, but maybe you start nitpicking on it, and then they're gonna, you know, and we'll. We don't want to lose that, not gonna do it, and they start going back to.
So maybe if we keep that map out and give it to Paul and have him kind of look at it in the future and start preparing for next year's.
Yeah,
He could write it on there, and like what Sean's bringing up, he could write on there. Then we can actually sit down with them, because they gotta come look at it. We don't want.
Yeah.
What the pay
Yeah.
is. That's what I'm worried about, and we never get it really. Early, so we've had, what, 2 weeks? This time of year, you can't really get to what a two-wheel drive bridge, see, now like now, really go drive your two-wheel drive bridge and get that. So I mean, that's why I was just gonna accept it now, and if we had to, that, they got a small one now, so now he can go through and say, well. But in the winter, we can't do it, so. They're pretty picky on it, so, and then there's one
Yeah.
here before.
You're right, it says here on their website, the MDT conducts field inventories yearly while working with local governments. We could have them come out and we can go over all those. things.
Better that house and, hold it up. I'm not saying that, I know there's stuff we should look at, especially some of these things now, but right now, that you don't really have a lot of time to. See if it's even feasible.
So is there a second?
That's it.
Any public comment? All in favor?
Right.
Aye.
I do agree with you, I know there's roads out there, but we need to, there's some.
Okay. I want to make a comment on last week's minutes. I wasn't here and I read them and, I know Paul had called me a couple of weeks ago saying that on these, equipment on these 2 motor graders that you were saying in November, one was coming up for a buyback and one was coming up in July for a buyback, but we don't have a lease with them anymore. We bought them through the intercap loan. So there's
Yeah,
no lease, and I know you gave the comment to me that, why wouldn't we? Well, if there's nothing wrong with our vehicles, then we certainly wouldn't trade them in for any reason. They have to. County policy, county government, you depreciate your equipment out. And these two vehicles are not depreciated out. So you depreciate them out when they're zeroed out. If there's an issue, then you'd look at and say, okay, we need to. These vehicles are equipment.
I think one thing Paul was thinking is you did have a balloon payment, but you don't. You
We
don't,
don't.
yeah, you took
We-
that,
we
the
have nothing.
intercap
We're-
loan, you took it.
Our intercap loan right now is $606,000, and that's for all the equipment that we put into this intercap loan. And we need to get that paid off.
Well, that's a thing last week, it said though too, that I even said, well, I don't think we have the funds to do it, because you're not, I mean, we. I think all he was doing is bringing it up to show that they're coming.
Okay, I know one thing you did mention, he was worried about the warranty. Right now, they come out and they service the vehicles. When that warranty's up, that means our mechanics start servicing them.
And I don't know if they're qualified. to-
We have two mechanics
I
that
know,
say
but I'm
they
saying
have.
these equipment's a lot, that's why
Well, then I guess they
Added
need
to it.
training.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that they don't have the computers and stuff to do it. They put them on that
Well, I
computer.
guess
and
maybe
then-
that's
That's
something.
why we send this in every, 3 months, the oil samples and all that, we're good on all that. I'm not saying that they can't do the small stuff, but, I mean, it takes a special person to do the regular stuff. I mean,
Well, then maybe we should think about looking into that type of equipment and getting the heavy equipment mechanics. We have two of them, according to Billy. One, like Steve, he's got a bachelor's degree, and she said that Ken wasn't certified, but they are heavy equipment mechanics. What I'm trying to say is that we have put over $1 million into the road fund in the last 5 years, just to supplement, just to make sure, to keep it afloat. We still owe $606,000. We need to look at and get this paid off, because this is tax dollars.
I know.
Okay, so,
and yeah, he say anything about the warranty then, can we get warranty on them? You don't talk to them or what?
the
Or extended
warranty that they're doing now, they come out and service it,
Well,
correct?
that's what I'm saying, can we keep doing that? Can we hire a cat to keep doing that?
Well, he said
Oh,
it ended, the warranty ended.
But I thought he was gonna call, Mike's not in, he's in, I tried to call him, but he's in Hawaii on this. He got.
So what you're asking is for an extended warranty.
In case something
Possibly
goes wrong, they can
to have them keep servicing the vehicles instead of having our own mechanics. do it.
not service, but if it breaks, they can tell what it is. Cause they have the special tools for it.
That's what Paul was saying last week. You get to the point where you need like a new transmission and it gets expensive. But it's up to the commission to decide when you want, how long you wanna. How long you wanna
That's all I
keep
was
it
asking,
for,
if
you know.
there's an extended warranty on it. Mike Herzog's not in, so he couldn't answer the question.
Well, I just read the minutes and the way it sounds, you guys gonna talk it over whether or not you're gonna have Cat buy them back, and I don't think we
Well,
can do that.
mentioned, he just brought it up, so we were aware of it.
Well, actually, he made the phone call to me a couple of weeks ago saying that we're gonna have to do this and that we need to, and I said, well, we need to do more research on it, so it wasn't just.
That's not the way it came across to us. He said he's just telling us that situation.
Okay, I'm trying to,
I know, I agree with you. No, we're
I
gonna
don't
get
think we
it.
have the funds to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I totally.
But that's what we told him. I mean, we sat right here and said, I don't think we have the funds to do it.
well, and here's another thing, instead of, like, when you asked the question, well, why wouldn't we just trade it off? There is a Gatsby audit that if there isn't any issues, you can be written up for waste and abuse of the tax dollar. And this is something we've got to think about too.
So I would say it's it's up to the commission's discretion, Blanche. It's not an audit issue. It's a commission discretion.
Consider an audit issue before we make decisions, Blaine.
No,
What are you talking
no.
about? Waste-
If you have to, your decision should be made on what your needs are.
Exactly.
And that's not an audit issue, that's just a
Why are you
discretionary.
arguing with me over this?
think he's a-
I'm just trying to say,
I'm giving you my opinion, Blanche.
I don't understand.
I'm not upset or anything, but I don't agree that it's an audit issue.
we can be written up. Yes, that's an audit issue. That, getting written up is an issue.
The auditor can't tell you when you guys can buy a
Okay,
piece of
I'm not gonna
equipment.
argue, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
No, you
I'm
brought
bringing
your-
something up. I'm bringing something.
No, we have a right to an opinion, just like you do.
That's why I don't.
That's all we're given is our opinion. And
Well,
they're
I
agreeing
can't
with
even finish my comment without you guys jumping in on saying this, and I've been,
It was,
If-
it was a discussion, Blanche. We were all discussing it and it's not an audit issue. It's just you guys' discretion.
okay, forget
issue.
the audit issue.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It was brought up and you guys said it was just informational. Pardon me for misunderstanding that he was just bringing it up. I know it was mentioned in the minutes that, okay, this is coming up again in November too.
Correct.
But what I'm saying is, we're not leasing those vehicles.
Yeah.
We own them.
Right.
And now, county policy with any county, they depreciate out. I mean, that is good county government to depreciate the vehicles out before you start thinking about trading them off, which would be a trade-off, and it wouldn't be a buyback, because we own them. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I do.
Okay. And I'm just saying, there's 606,000 left that we still owe on this intercap loan that we really need to try to get the road solvent. Okay, go ahead, Blake.
I totally agree with you on that, but you could have, this is why it's the commission's discretion. Because you could have like a junker piece of equipment and the auditor can't say, oh, you've got to keep that equipment out and keep
Yeah.
it here and depreciate it. It's got to be a case by case.
That isn't
Yeah,
what I meant at all.
Yeah.
I think we still have to follow policy on depreciating it out. Just because it's the tax dollar that bought it. I mean, we have to watch our tax dollars.
yes.
I agree with you.
Agreed.
Okay, I don't wanna go on a
Yeah.
big debate with this, I'm just trying to, I read the minutes, this is what it said. He had called me, I'm bringing this to your information so that you can see that right now.
And that's why he brought it to our attention, just in case if we thought we wanted, but I don't see how we can really do it.
Well, we also was
That's what
worried,
we both sat right here and said, you know, with what's going on and everything, it's gonna be tight.
well, see, and he also said about the warranty, he was worried about the warranty, it was
That's
gonna be out. And then he said, it was mentioned that it needed new tires. Which was gonna be costing $18,000, which that would be a budget process, and you would,
That's just their maintenance. But
yeah. you put
yeah,
that
no, he
in.
just throwing that in, but that's why I was just wondering about if we could buy the extended warranty. I don't know if you can. That's all I'm saying. I think it'd be cheaper if you could buy an extended warranty than going to spending
Well, I
$1
guess-
million.
Okay, all right, I'm just bringing this up, I don't think that we can do a buyback, any other road business? Yes,
I have just one thing. Last week, I was contacted by the US Department of Transportation concerning the FLAP program that you guys had done years ago with the Forest Service. You guys paid a $50,000 match. I think it was 50, whatever it was. They're returning your money. It's 50. They're returning the money back to you. It was done through gas tax. I don't know, is it something I have to have on the agenda for the return, or can I just have them sign this today, Blaine?
Well, I think we can just sign.
But
it,
they already-
road thing and come back and flap, it's just returned because we didn't do the flap.
And you guys already withdrew from FLAP as an agenda item in the.
So that's.
Yeah, it's already on the
4
agenda.
years.
Yeah, so
You-
we
It
need,
took them 4 years to give us our money back.
2 years,
yes.
a couple years.
Because we kept in controversy with the Forest Service and trying to do that road and that, and then the state was like, well, maybe we'll do this and then.
We agreed to drop it, and they were supposed to give us our $50,000 back a long time ago.
was that
I
what
think
that
it was
is?
about
Blake?
2 years
Yeah.
ago, because
So-
I've only been, I'm just starting.
You can sign, I'd put it on the agenda just for informational next
Yeah.
week, but you can.
We have the time. to make sure it gets back into them so we can get that?
I mean, I think so. I can put it on your agenda next week.
That's all, I
Like,
thought, it was
I-
a deadline, I read.
You've already had an agenda item, so you can sign it. I guess I was just saying that just for information.
And so it was paid out of gas tax, it would go back into gas tax.
That's what I was asking,
Yeah.
where it goes.
Yeah.
yeah, if I could get that, I know I could get a quick signature from.
Okay, yeah. Okay, road business, any other road business?
So let's check into the warranty, extended warranty.
Okay,
And he'll be back next week.
okay, so Scott, did you have anything for solid waste?
No, I was just seeing if there was any policies or changes or anything that I needed to be aware of before. Back then, well, I did, meet with Rick Robinson, he came out and, we went through all his customers. And who's dumping and who's not, he bought 5 units that he's going to try to credit his customers, so I'm developing a system where his 5 units that he purchased, his customers can use those as they go into the dump and offset their billing. So we talked about this,
Yeah.
where he could buy some units and the customers can use those units and not get hit with, payments, so he can save his customers, keep them happy. things like that.
That's why we set it up, or you said, we set it up that way, so he could actually do that to help his customers.
Right, so
So
that's,
before, there was never nothing, this is why we did all this.
so last week he bought 5 units and there's Onesie Tuesday customers, like, there's $80 worth of fees and things like that. There's probably 160 people are going to the dump, they might not even realize that they're gonna get hit. He's gonna take care of them and notify them that this is a one-time thing, be aware that I'm gonna pay for it for you, but going forward, you're gonna have things. And then there's like Montana Towing Drummond. They're really hitting a lot, they've got like 40,000 pounds and they get garbage pickup. So they're gonna get hit hard, and he's gonna notify them, say, you better buy some units, otherwise you're gonna get hit with some, like $5,000 or something.
So
So
they did to clean up the.
is he picking and choosing or what, or is he covering all?
Well, some people are businesses and they, if they're running a business, then he's gonna notify them and let them know that you gotta take care of it. But the regular household customers that have a couch or a, bed or something they have to take to the dump, he'll absorb those. And that's what those.
Go ahead,
are.
Scott.
Well, I think he's doing it too, so he don't end up when it comes down to the end, that he has to pay all that money, because this is why we push it back on him.
Okay,
He needs to take care of his own stuff.
Blaine,
Yeah, the cooperative policy, we're keeping track of units to how much generally not generally, he's brought in. So he's responsible for that overage, and so this will hopefully take care of that, or he may have to buy some more units later on, but he's at least keeping track of it.
So then that way it keeps him from getting over too, that's why he's doing that way, so otherwise we told him, gets it in and he's over it, he has to cover that. Instead of like,
Public comment.
I know I saw him.
I
You
just,
made, okay, before I go into public comment, you made a motion on accepting, did we second and carry that motion for the maps?
no, we've kind of jumped around.
We have to wait and put it on
Well,
the
we-
agenda again, or
No, cause I made a motion except for, they
Yeah.
we went into
there's
discussion.
second?
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public comment, go ahead, state your name, please.
Pat Verlanik, Drummond resident, Granite County. On the dump issue, can anybody buy units at any time?
yes,
What's the cost?
135
$135 per unit?
per unit, which is 2,000 pounds.
What is it? Is it the same if you go over? At the end, if you go over on your.
So that equates to about 7 cents a pound. And if you have overages at the end of the year and you don't have the units to cover it, those pounds are 20 cents a pound.
Okay.
And if you're part of Granite Disposal, Billing goes out quarterly, and if you're not, you're just a regular customer. The 20 cents will be
Billy?
at the end of the fiscal year, which would be in July.
So at any time, if I felt I was going over, I could buy extra units.
Right, and you can contact me, through the treasurer's office. And I can tell you your totals and how much we can estimate what buying units would cover for you, so you can work with that.
Is there any other public comment? Thanks, none? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That was
Thanks,
fantastic.
Scott.
All right, yeah.
Hey, thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
One quick note on the road thing that they were saying that he wanted me to bring up the just sanding
But I
and
just didn't know that was possible.
they got a couple, they're doing a couple.
Excuse me, guys.
Couple culverts are trying to run out of Ross's Fork. Oh, and they bring that up.
The what?
Couple culverts are throw solid, so they're trying to thaw them out right now, and then they just pretty much watching what's, yeah, there's a lot to do right now. Standing.
Hey, it is 9:42, so the next agenda item is the dam tenders report.
Six inches, I see.
6 inches?
Yeah.
But,
Okay, so the lake water is 6,429. As of 6:15, which is 6 inches.
slowly going down. Keep on going.
Do you wanna go another week at 35?
Yeah, my motion will be going another week.
Second it.
Is there any public comment? Go ahead, state your name, please.
Pat Verlanik, Granite County resident irrigator. So, I understand your reasoning for lowering it. I don't have an issue. I guess what I do wanna know is to have a plan. I mean, we're 60 days probably from irrigating. And, that looking at things and things change, we could be in dire need of water. And I just hope we don't get to May and the lake levels below, and then you cut back to 30, 25, 20. And if there's a time to let extra water out, May would be a great time. So, and I would assume you have hydrology reports on what flows will be coming in, where you're gonna be at. I guess my main concern is in irrigators, will we have extra water, that may there.
I agree. I mean, we're really gonna have to watch it based on the way, we don't have that much moisture here and there, so.
For the first quarter, it's gotta be within 12 inches a full pull by May 30th, so. It's within, so yeah, though, they can't have more than 12 inches.
You can't have more than 12 inches on May 30th.
Correct, yeah.
What's the maximum capacity outflow that you can let out?
I hear the question.
100?
100 without yeah,
That's through the.
yeah, 100, yeah.
That's through the hydro and the that valve. Come out of it.
Hydro can only do 45, 40.
They can go up a little higher, but if they get in there. So you'd say 40. Gather the tap open up the valve. So
That one year we were forced to let out over 100, it was damaging things, right? I mean, it was.
My other question is what happens? I mean, what if you tell further? What happens if you are not within that 12 inches at May 31st? Just send-
Burke could fine us,
They
yeah,
send you a letter.
yeah,
we're combined, yeah.
we've,
I don't.
I don't think we've ever been out of
I'm
compliance.
trying to
with
get
that.
down below 8 right now,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna start looking at it real,
Well,
real close. I don't wanna go below,
I
even,
totally agree with you, Chuck, we gotta get where we can manage it right now, we're just trying to get it, so, but, then.
So with 35 CFS is out, what is how much is it dropping?
It dropped another.
it's slowly dropping.
It was
like
5.4 last week.
Now it's
half an
6
inch.
this week, half an inch.
Half an inch, so So damn near as much as coming in as going out.
Correct. And then talk like we're gonna be getting stuff every week or every other week from him. They're shorthanded right now, so once he gets this letters and that, well, that's what we'll start getting.
Okay, that's my only concern as an irrigator. I just hope we have water and that you manage it so we have water in there.
We're trying.
Good job.
It's too many people involved.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks, bye,
Yeah.
coming up.
Is there a motion? You made a motion?
He did, I second.
Motion second, public comment, all in favor? Aye. Motion carried and passed.
No, it's, I think it's hopefully we handle it.
But I bet looking at the snowpack here, it's can,
Yeah, I mean, it's, well.
So you're looking at last year at this time, it was 13.92 inches. And now it was 6 inches.
Yeah, but like, Bill Antonelli told me they went up to the red line that and it was like 2 feet, and I said it was 6 feet. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, that's what, I think that's what we really gotta start looking like down there lower end, you guys are getting more than we are. Holy shit, it's down there, it's not good, so I mean, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, but we're still getting that Silver Lake stuff.
That's what I think.
Well, we gotta be, if approximately 30's coming in. Remember at 30, we weren't even going down, so it's about 30 coming in right now.
Cause I mean, we're not getting that much coming out of the woods yet.
You know, so like in a month, if we went down below 30, we're gonna start raising.
Just gotta keep playing week by week and try to keep where we can manage it, is what I'm thinking.
how's it going?
I know how you doing.
Good. I'm gonna sign in right there.
5 minutes till our next agenda. item.
You got this fine tuned. You're just not afraid of it.
Did you? Are you just here to,
He's here for the 10 AM,
okay,
few minutes early. It's got a couple things.
oh.
Yeah.
You're,
He's a Grizz fan, so he's not a bad guy.
Cowboys, that makes me a bad.
Cowboys, I don't know about that.
God,
Yeah.
David, let me go. Hi, Billy.
Good morning, how are you?
How the roads,
Well, I'll find out, I gotta go from school after this.
yeah. Weren't too bad coming up this morning, yeah, it's blowing and going.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
can't keep drum.
they're done. Bought a new truck, so
Oh, we did, what is it?
it's first floor sport track.
Oh, okay,
It's like Ford Explorer, you know, but it's a
Yeah.
pickup truck.
okay,
Yeah.
nice, you gotta pick it up?
Huh?
Gotta pick it up, or?
No, I just bought it, I just brought it back.
Oh.
A couple days ago, so.
Good. Still winter out there.
Yeah, it's just good out in the blizzard and stuff, so. That's what it's twice going to Georgetown. Yeah.
and then this right here is the depreciation of the vehicle. I mean, I'm not trying to. I just,
You know, one thought I had is maybe putting like looking and seeing what like max hours you'd wanna have things, and then them looking at like a policy on trading once you have. And I understand what you're saying, you wanna have a lot of, you wanna wear it out before you're trading it in, basically what you're saying.
so like
So-
with heavy equipment, they go by hours, right?
Most of
They clock
Yeah.
hours, they don't clock miles.
Yeah, hour.
Yeah,
No.
so maybe researching to see
Well, that's
kind
why I
of
was
what, yeah,
wondering,
what,
cause a lot of times it's hours that they go by a warranty.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah,
I got a piece of equipment that's got like 100 hours.
So like we have
That's what I
four,
was trying to figure out.
four graders and we just use two, do we use the same two or do we locate them?
No, we used two down there, two up here.
But can only use two at a time.
They've been using three, and they're breaking people in, because I know that Brad and Ken were down there running two graders. And all said they were breaking
So-
people in. And then up here, Steve and Johnny, or Jim and Steve, they used two, but like in summer, they usually use one, because they gotta have a water truck, and I mean, just, but now we're pretty well full.
Well, they break in.
They're gonna break everybody, they told me. So, we'll see.
your thoughts are you using them the same
Yeah,
amount of
what I'm
hours, so
saying
you're not
is
wearing
using-
out one, and
And
Yeah.
like, cause when he mentioned, he said Johnny's grader, I'm going,
Cause it gets used, cause he's the one main one.
since when does Johnny have his own grader?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
so,
That's why it called it Johnny Greer, so he's the only one that really runs it. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's all. What it.
I bet you. If you looked at like Missoula, they'd probably have hours on what they will do, and then they're trade them in, right?
Yeah, and then they got a whole different
Oh, do they?
setup.
Maybe you should be looking at Madison County or something like that.
Missoula, and then, cause see,
Yeah.
they gotta
Yeah.
rotate through different dealers too, so. I mean,
Yeah.
we tried that, but we never got a good enough deal through the others. Ooh, it's that way. Cause a lot of people don't want to buy a cat and trade a cat in. You lose quite a bit if you're trading it on. I don't. I didn't look at that stuff. It's scary. But anyway.
Hey, 9:55. Our next agenda item is resolution 2024-8. A Granite County resolution authorizing participation in the Montana Board of Investment Short-Term Investment Pool STIP. Second reading, adoption.
We'll make a motion, we'll go ahead, go ahead with the 2024-8.
Nice second.
Is there any public comment?
You want me to give some background, or you're good?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's right.
We did last week, yeah.
Okay, next agenda item is resolution 2024-9. A Granite County resolution authorizing participation in the Montana Board of Investments Short-Term Investment Pool STIP. Second reading, adoption.
I'll move to adopt 2024.
Second.
Any public comment? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Okay. I think we can go into our closed session. Just feel my head filling up.
We get some vitamin C,
Almost done here.
zinc.
My mom got away from the last cold, but she took an emergency.
Whatever.
There's everything. we know.
We're a mess. As long as we can agree and to disagree, if you guys will be, yeah, I'm okay with you.
We're not even getting close here because you're sick.
Yeah.
Too far back.
Hand sanitizer, your
Oh,
friend.
I didn't have you seen it, we're having to keep everything.
We have any more of that stuff?
Yeah,
We got a bag.
some out in the foyer in that automatic dispenser.
Yeah.
County did have tons of that stuff too in storage. I'm not sure if it got, because they were giving it to the schools and stuff. So
I'm not touching it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, there.
She can wipe down the ball. The stuff we got during COVID smelled like pure 90 proof.
It's right there, boy, it burns too. And you got a little cut or something.
No.
Well, let's go through all this stuff and then get out of here.
So 1020 inspection of bonds in accordance with MCA 7-4-2213. Review, we have no bonds.
No, we'll have one with the elevator at bathroom project, but that's putting out for bids on,
It went to the paper and we
Yeah,
do the
so-
meeting next week.
so, yeah, so then,
Okay, no
With-
bonds.
yeah.
So we can, we have our sheriff here. And we might as well go into the next agenda item. I think it's. We can, it's the appointment of Deputy Chris Robinson as Granite County Deputy Coroner. Discussion.
No, this is just first. How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing okay.
These guys are picking on me.
Are they? Oh.
You've been playing.
Yeah.
with this, yeah.
Hand sanitizer after you leave here.
There's a cold going around. Can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
More a week, you know.
Said the flu's going around the
I
school here.
cleared it. I killed all the-
I don't have, I'm sorry I missed last week. You guys did the MOU and thank you for the task force, because that's a good scope of business to be a part of that, so. And obviously I need Chris appointed because Ty's leaving, so. That'll give us, it's Rico and I, Ty's last day is the 13th, so. So Chris is now, he already has been actually a program in training, so.
Young crew, but good crew.
We got
Train them up the right way.
we got a lot of training we're gonna have to do with this crew we got, but. Yeah, we're.
So is there a motion to appoint? Do we have to make those?
No,
Well-
the commission needs to.
The commission has to approve it.
Approve Chris Robinson. I'll make a motion to go ahead and approve Chris Robinson as coroner. Deputy, Granite County Deputy. Coroner.
Don't give him Scott's job.
I'll second.
Is there any public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's statute, you know, deputy coroners or deputy sheriff's rate.
Yeah,
That would make any sense,
Yeah,
but
well. You're probably gonna do it with, if they give you
Yeah.
permission or not.
that was the plan, yeah.
Yeah, you got the blessing.
We did have some correspondence today, Sheriff, that probably is something that you maybe like to look at.
Yeah, I forwarded this training on to my staff.
Yep.
We got so much going on in May. I know, I got deputies going over for training. So.
What's this?
It's a new trap.
Oh, yeah.
Chris will go to corner basic in May, but he's also going to a desert snow school, it's called, for interdiction and stuff like that, so. I think Mars going to CIT training them. I'm gonna try to get all that in before summer, so. A lot of the training. Anyway,
Good.
thanks for the job. Yeah, thank you guys for doing that. Thanks for signing the MOU for the task force. Yeah, I wish you guys, I wish more people could see what, well, if you read the Butte paper, you can kind of see what's going on with that.
Yeah, Butte is.
Well, it's overflowing into our jurisdiction.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin's, Kevin Warren, you pick up?
Which, oh yeah, they're building it, Scott. Okay. I don't know when it's gonna be done, but they are building it. You're just curious. I was trying to get this equipment rounded up for that, radios. radars.
So fentanyl's coming in here, or fentanyl coming in here?
Yes, sir, it is. And it's all coming from that southern border, every last ounce of it.
Yeah, they go into them down the wrecking yard, they got in them cars, ripped them apart, find their little bags of it. For my yard,
We,
I were told, well, their drug task force, that one had 27 of them pills in them. And they found it with their dog, and they got X-ray machines that go along the tires, and then the inside the frame, they've actually started taking part of the frame to show me that.
Do people take that on purpose, knowing it's fentanyl?
Some of them do.
Yeah.
The opiate addicts do.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Oh.
And there's a new one out, I think it's called Trank on the street, xylazine. It's, what is it? It's like 100 times more powerful,
wow,
except Narcan. won't work. Xylazine,
Okay,
on the street, it's called Trank. It's the one that they're shooting that, when they shoot it up, they gotta amputate those limbs.
Oh, my God.
It
Wow.
knocks them right off. It's best.
like after a
I
lot of
don't know-
use.
I don't know if it's after a lot, going to have to do a little more
Yeah.
research on that, but it's, they call it the zombie drug.
Jeez.
It's, I'm pretty sure it's 100 times more powerful than fentanyl. And yeah, the Narcan, none of that works. It's OD, they don't get.
That is crazy.
The Senator Tester's representative sent the sheriff a letter on that the Senator Tester's office had sent a letter to
See that response?
Biden's, President Biden wasn't about the border. And the sheriff responded, yeah, just political talk here at the campaign
Campaign
season.
time.
And I was like, I respond back saying, President Trump wanted the wall there and the Democrats stopped it.
No,
So,
that's why it's
That one's.
on that commercial.
Well, they reversed some executive orders down there that basically.
I've already signed that. Yeah. Yeah.
it's two.
That's okay. Thank you.
First one,
Second one.
I need a copy of it.
Yeah.
Also, as far as these resolutions go, then it's naming Ashley Todd as our liaison, and so. Depending on how the election goes, we have to, I mean, she continues on, we don't have to do anything. If different treasurer will have to do a new resolution.
I don't think anybody else has filed, have they?
I don't think so.
Just her.
I would have to ask, but I don't. As of last week, I don't think so.
I don't think Carol Bornetson's filed it either. Keep pushing her.
I don't think so.
She has.
She will. You will. She's too young to retire.
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
Dear.
yeah, it's out there.
Didn't file either. You're not gonna file.
Yeah, we're gonna have cake and
All I
ice
know is
cream
what I
here.
heard, and I don't believe everything I hear either. So.
Retirement, right?
I'd be 82
Why is it?
You
commissioner
don't look
for
it.
6 years?
at the end of.
Why is that?
The fathers in Helena.
I just-
Judges are 6 years too.
No, exactly. And not that you can't do it at 82, it's back, do you
I
want?
think it's
to?
probably is because it's, there's a
Maybe
learning
I
curve
could-
to it. and
maybe I
people
could, maybe I
experience
couldn't.
it, but-
And that's me,
Most of it is.
Yeah, but
do I, well, I still.
Well, there's a
need
learning curve to share.
cognitive
Yeah. 6 years is a long time to
I
be back.
think she-
Yeah.
I would-
Yeah, so, but-
76,
When you started.
when I
Yeah.
started,
Same thing,
yeah,
and then you'd be 82. That's
Yeah.
good till
Yeah.
you're 82.
Because he's gonna carry half the cost.
so no.
So he fills in as JP over there.
Yeah, his
He
number,
does.
You don't want to-
Yeah.
He's a call.
Okay.
You guys have to sign on it.
Yeah. Well, you practically do with me anyway, you guys talk from my head, I can't hear you. You do it deliberately, 'cause they know I can't hear them.
I do that with my wife all the time, I just nod my head.
Yeah, and you.
You too, huh?
Oh, she gets all sorts of upset.
Well, there we
Yeah,
go.
you're just fine.
Thanks.
Well, things are going okay over there.
Very good.
It's pretty fun time. But so be it, is what it is.
You got a undersheriff appointed yet, or is no place still working?
After, I'll do that after time. So,
You're losing your undersheriff?
Yeah,
guys wanted to work for the department.
That
I
would
stuff.
be here forever.
You know, I did too. I guess I thought wrong.
he'll be around though.
Yeah.
He'll
be
cover
the
Grant
district guy
County.
for
Yeah.
last time. Which gives us another sworn peace officer, because those guys are sworn, they go to the basic and everything, so.
What do those guys
In
do?
some ways it does anyway.
They get a new truck and drive around, or what do they do?
That's what I asked them to do. They're cattle homicide detectives. They do a lot of crap. They do a lot of crap, and it's,
Oh.
yeah, I guess it's the
Mm,
majority of it. You know, cattle crimes and stuff like that,
so yeah, he'll be doing some stuff here.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why we had that call weekend before last up Discovery, and he was already contemplating taking that job, and I knew it. I thought to myself, I bet he comes in next week and resigns, he did. Yeah, so. Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. It's kind of-
Yeah, those are tough.
Was Deputy Parrott down at the academy?
Yeah, he graduates the 26th,
Oh, nice.
so we'll be back to a full crew. I guess.
Yeah,
Not as experienced a crew, but
yeah.
each time you get experience, so. And I got a slot opened up. I've been receiving some resumes on Indeed, but no apps, and I sent an application with them.
Wow.
So,
You require an application, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but we're getting some interest in it. So good. It would be a blessing to find somebody that's post certified, but most of the post certified people I are already happy where they're working.
Yeah,
Most of them. So.
got a lot of retired people around here, but they're done.
Most of them I approach about that are like, yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Well, you know, one we picked up like Lucero, he's gonna be done too, but he's got like 31 years of it, because he's just, I can't, I'm done with this. We've picked up some retired folks.
Eyes are really big.
And he's doing something.
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
We still got him too, so.
he was a detective in Lake County, yeah.
But he can only work 250 hours a year or something.
So do you feel that on this next agenda item is the drafted letter to Howell County Commissioners concerning the Tri-County Fair Board? I don't think that they probably will be getting on Zoom to ask about this. Can we move forward with this letter?
Yeah, your decision as chair.
I think we can, Lance, because it was just brought to our attention, last week by Ben, I think there's want us to get a letter to them on how we felt, and then I'm sure they'll help you get.
Yeah, I don't think they were contacted yet.
And I like,
The only thing I ask is, why do we have to ask them if they're well? No, just kidding. Do we care?
Ouch. Yes, you care. You care.
Okay, that was just
Oh, yeah.
being silly. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we go ahead with this letter.
I'll second.
During public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
They separated out the fair board and fairgrounds board. And now they're wanting to do something different, so they're trying to figure out what they're planning, because there was liability there when they were together. They had the derby was more done, just wasn't really the fair board at all. It was just part of the the fair, asked to do it as part of the fairgrounds, and it was sponsored by the I think the Powell County Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, all the counties got sued over that, you know.
That's the ones, that's the reason.
Yeah, and there was payout by Mako. And it's tough because you go to take those to trial, you have a lot of expense, but our representative on the fair board didn't have anything to do with that derby. Really,
Get a tickle now.
uh-oh,
So when there's
That's where
where
it's
there's
stuck.
construction or where there's.
That's how it started.
yeah, they were trying to separate that out, the fairgrounds, the fair board. And they didn't get the document, and now there's.
You guys stay over there. Chuck and I aren't coughing.
It's,
I coughed in my. I gave
we're
myself
like the
just.
redhead stepchild.
We're fine.
Give us
It's
some
really-
money.
Unless we get sued.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, let's do the last
Yeah,
one.
you
yeah,
guys-
all right.
We're gonna, cut
Making
back.
Chuck nervous.
can't
I
afford
have, this tickle,
I threw this last one on last.
and I think, the next agenda item. Is an existing agreement with Providence for mental health requests, were they gonna be?
So Jackie was gonna get on, no,
He's got some other things to do
Okay.
and, just by going with, you know, they used to use our stuff and that, and I think, you know, if we're gonna try to get this health insurance, we gotta start just using our own stuff. We keep letting people come in and out, they gotta do this and do that. I think they need to go by their own place.
that's what Jackie told me. Her concern was get a new health nurse. She should be, she recommended terminating it with Providence right now, and then once you get the new health nurse can re-up it, but there's other places they could go.
Yeah, and then plus they're bringing on the
Can I
kids
ask a
coming
question
in
about
and
that?
stuff, and it's just, I think it's our place, and you just need to.
So how long is this agreement for?
The current agreement was until terminated with
Oh, it's
notice,
terminated?
yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Are you saying then that you want to terminate this existing agreement with Providence?
I'd make a motion we terminate it. By going by what Jackie and Deb, and if we're gonna try to make this other work, and that, we just, yeah.
Public comment?
What is it and what's it for?
We're, you know, coming in using the spot.
Oh,
Public health.
I thought it was for mental health services.
No.
Okay.
Well, Providence did have a person coming in there weekly, that stopped, they want to potentially. Have a place here, but it wasn't working out, my understanding, because of the health nurse may not.
Go ahead.
And then plus they were working at the schools, and then the school, something happened there, and it's just, this is just.
So what you're saying is they actually are not even coming in anymore?
They used to, and then they quit, and then they started working in the schools, now the schools are, yeah, it's.
If there is an incident that I could tell you about, but I'd want you to close the section.
Now
But
that's just.
the a Healthy Granite County Network has an agreement down there, and I guess that could be looked at, but I don't think there's issues with that.
If I can say a
Wait, the what?
comment on that. Not everybody sees what we deal with over there at jail, and we had one this morning. Granite County Healthy Network is working out really well for what we got.
Yeah. So we have the agreement, it's still in place with them for courthouse ends there.
But on that note,
They're
that
at work.
on that note, Lance, though, we gotta make sure that they can't just, the healthy people start telling other people they can use offices in here, that's not their authority. And then we're gonna have to really start looking at down there and coming with this new elevator and stuff, we might have to shut down part, and then we might have to take back an office.
Yeah, the elevator's going right through the public
That's-
health.
Well, and here's the
Yeah.
thing, the availability was there, and if the availability is no longer there, unfortunately, they're going to have to find out.
Exactly, okay,
That's,
that's what I want, yeah.
Is there any other public? Oh, go ahead.
that's why these agreements all have, you can terminate with
Okay.
notice, yeah,
It's gonna
it'd
be
be
a
nice.
mess.
Okay, is there any other public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried and passed.
I will send them a letter.
Okay, thank you, Pauline. So with that, we are adjourning early. If their motion, because they
Make a
don't
motion
want to
to
be around
adjourn.
me.
Immediate.
And I'm getting a tickle in my throat, so I want to get out of here too. So